I really have almost the first time discovery of it, the story, the excitement, and I like that. This is another video talking about read, and specifically reread. I cannot read a book that I remember everything. Today, and just like you can see in the title, I think it might be one of the most viewed video of my channel for books to read. I should say that those videos are reread and might be very much spoiler. So, The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. I don't remember how many years ago I read it, and I freaking love that book, that story. So I want to see now, after all these years, if it's still as much of a favorite of mine that it was at the beginning. Frankly, I barely remember. I think I remember that there is a guy, he suspect that his wife is having an affair and he wants to kill her or to get rid of her. And that woman that he met at the airport, she's offering to do the deal for him, to kill his wife. This is really not a spoiler because this is what this is all about. Okay, first chapter is done. It's 14 pages, I think. And it starts with Ted, which is the main male character, is the husband who wants his wife to die. We are introduced to Ted, the husband, and the other woman is named Lily. And so they are at the Heathrow airport lounge waiting for a Boston flight that has been delayed. And while they are sipping few alcohols at the bars, he is telling her how or why doesn't think that his wife has an adventure with another man, the contractor who is building their house. And so he's telling her all of this. It would be so lovely to stay longer reading here if it would not be for every 2 seconds pushing the mosquitoes away. You know that you hear the there is a lot of details when I was reading at this, and at the time, the description of the place where they're building the house and the surrounding of the landscape and blah blah blah. Tons of details. Personally, I'm not a huge fan, and even for myself as an author, I don't like to go into many details in just what is useful for you to be able to picture the same thing, to really understand. Which brings me to, I need your help to click on the subscribe button to reach the magical number of 222 subscribers, so I can unlock a new level of visibility for the channel. That would be so lovely and exciting for everything else. And obviously, you can still like the video and share it, and even better, leave some comments, especially about the books. Or if you think that something that could be similar to the book that I'm going to talk about, and that might be eventually an interest or something to pique my curiosity, please leave any suggestion in the comments as well. Chapter 2, I said that it was all about Lily. We are going back at how old was she? 14. How she can become the person who's ready to offer a stranger to kill his wife. So she just turned out 14. She's living with her parents, artist, I think. I just read it and I already forgotten. But they are pretty liberal as having parties all the time with students, grad students, artists. When I say parties, I should say more orgies with swingers style. They are not ordinary parents, so they are not really behind her, taking care of her or what is going on. And most of all, since there are always so many strangers in the house, making sure that she's protected from anyone. There is this man Chet, that has been invited by her mother, apparently some kind of artist, to do some painting one night. When her father wasn't there, the mother was downstairs with a Russian artist and some New York guest that she had invited. So she has a party downstairs. Lily is going back up to her room. That man, Chet, is coming to her room, and she's pretending that she's sleeping, and he is masturbating in front of her, but she decided to keep her eyes closed and to make sure that she's sleeping. At that time or at that moment, she thinks that it's going to be enough to discourage him and that he's not going to try to have sex with her, which didn't happen, but the masturbation yet. At the end of the chapter, that she knows how she will take care of him. She doesn't have to say anything to her parents. So it's going to be interesting. Chapter 4. This is Lily, who is sharing her first kill, the first time that she killed some being. And it was a stray cat, very, very much menacing and threatening and wanting to attack the cat that she adopted. And in her special heart, Lily felt that the only way to make best the cat secure would be to kill the stray cat. And this is just what she did. Not into too much detail, but gore still, that she's using a pavestone and she's smashing the skull. That makes me very sad. This is how you see the beginning of murderer and serial killers and psychopath, that when they start usually with animals that do not feel anything, it's definitely not a good sign for what may come afterwards. And when she killed the stray cat, I don't remember if it was in the night or super early in the morning, but nonetheless, she'd go back into bed and she, fall back into sleep like nothing happened. There is finally the meetup between, why do I want to say Peter Swanson, that's the author, between Ted and Lily about if it's really going to happen. It's right after, not immediately, but it's maybe 2-3 days or the next week. No, it's the next week. Next week after they both came back from that flight. It's supposed to be a city where nobody knows him, Ted. Never saw him or heard of him, and definitely not about her. They do not want to leave any trace or any witness. It's a bit funny because Ted wasn't sure that she would come. He thought about that meeting, talking about killing his wife the whole week, and she wasn't sure that he will come, that it would be like more like a fluke. He said that he would like to kill his wife, but he's not going to come. Anyway, so they both came. Lily is obviously, from what we were reading in the previous chapter, absolutely still very much interested at making sure that killing his wife, he's not going to get caught. So he doesn't expect her to do the killing for him. Then she replies, "It's just that with me helping you, we can greatly reduce the chances of getting caught. That's the hardest part." Hold on. Committing the crime is easy. People do that all the time. But most people don't get away with it. I like when she said that people do that all the time, killing. Oh my goodness. It's interesting, fascinating, and kind of strangely, weirdly, scary, funny to hear someone, talking about killing others just like any other mundane things. Really, really crossed my mind that, that would be funny if actually Lily is wishing to see if Ted is deserving to die because his wife hired her to kill him. But yeah, I like that. I have to share this. in the next chapter. So we're still following why do I want to keep saying Peter Swanson? Ted. Ted is preparing to gather information about his wife and his contractor, their abbots, so they can would really plan exactly how they're gonna get rid of not only his wife but the contractor as well. He wants to kill both of them. And in the chapters, we are still following Lily, and we definitely can still see so easily that she's so at ease at, wanting to eliminate, like to annihilate, to kill anyone who is acting poorly or badly. And while I was reading, I was like, hold on a second, because I wonder if actually Miranda has taken a different identity, and that Miranda is someone that Lily knew from her teenage years. She has an opportunity now to get rid of her. And that's why she actually sat down at the airport in London with Ted and had that conversation. And he told her about his wife and he wants to kill her. And that's why so easily she was absolutely going for it. And even she was doing for it. So I was like, oh, hold on. I think I remember something like this. Or is it my imagination? She's really trying to stop trying to practice her killing. The cold but excellent way of thinking of not just killing, but make sure that you are not get caught, of thinking at all of the different details. Remember, and because it makes sense, if you are plotting to get rid of someone, you cannot leave any trace behind. You cannot be seen anywhere doing something out of the ordinary. When he decided to go in the city where Lily is living, when he tried to find a parking space for his car, when it was reading the book by the author that he put the car in the parking meter, immediately I was like, well, congratulations, you dumbass. Because obviously, from an author point of view, it means for sure that Ted's gonna forget to put back some money, that it will be overdue, and that he will have a ticket. And with the ticket, it can be traced back to that city, and the police connect with Lily or whatever it is out of the. So it was like his wife, Miranda. It's not suddenly that she's apparently going at a bachelorette party in Miami. They're living in Maine. And he found a little bit suspicious the way that she said goodbye to him for 3 days. Suddenly, at the door is the contractor. The wife is getting away to build her alibi. She's at the bachelor party in Miami. And her lover, the contractor, is coming over knowing that the husband is alone. And they are probably suspecting that it would be an easy kill for him. And I was like, oh my goodness, that would be like funny situation. I don't remember that, frankly, but the way that it's written, it's like, oh, come on, this is so in your face. I'm pretty sure that there is something about his wife Miranda is indeed someone that Lily knew from before, and it is her revenge. So it's like a twist in the whole story that I completely forgotten. This is gonna be a big spoiler. So if you absolutely don't want to hear anything, if you don't care, you can stay. I completely forgot that Ted died. I completely forgot. Remember that I just told you that, oh, that would be funny that, the contractor is coming at his house. When I was reading it, I was like, no, he's not gonna die. There's someone who's gonna come into his house and he's just gonna be like severely injured, but it's not gonna be dead. It's like, I forgot. I forgot. So this is the end of the first part. The second part, we are still with Lily, but we are at the moment, right now at the moment. So I think it's maybe a short few weeks after Ted was killed. She has decided to take her revenge on Miranda. So the idea or the thought that I had, but you know what? I think that I might have had that exact same thought when I was reading for the first time. Actually, Lily had targeted Miranda as an old acquaintance of her past when she met purposefully Ted at the airport. So it wasn't the case, but I remember right that Miranda is someone from her past. So another spoiler, Miranda is her first name, but her middle name is Faith. And Faith is previous girlfriend from the guy, Eric, she dated at college and that she killed when she discovered that he was cheating on her with his ex, that ex, Faith. But she imagined really that Faith probably have been manipulated by Eric to come back to him. The police find the parking tickets of Ted in the city where Lily is living, and anyway, it's gonna be a mess as you can expect. Miranda, aka Faith, she is really mean. Oh my goodness. This character is really like manipulative to the core to get money from everyone or anyone, to have sex with anyone, to marry anyone. The only goal for her is to have huge wealth at any cost. That's going to be interesting because I don't remember how is it going to be the revenge, because it has to be obvious that at some point Miranda, aka Faith, will know or maybe see that Lily has something around and that maybe she knows and that she remember who Lily is, and it's gonna be like two facing each other. What's going to happen? It's like, it's cool. I like that. You know, I told you that I read it, and it's a good thing that I never reread something as long as I remember everything. So when I go back and read, I really have almost the first time discovery of it, the story, the excitement, and I like that. Unexpected things. It's just because, you see, I don't even remember all of this. I think the last time that I spoke to you, I said that 10 has been killed. We had kind of a brief second part. You didn't know for split pages who's really gonna kill each other. Lily wanted to kill Miranda, aka Faith, and the contractor, but she used the contractor to let it know to Miranda, aka Faith. That's what she wanted to do. So Faith, aka Miranda, said, no, I am gonna kill Lily because anyway, I want to get rid of her. And the contractor, you're gonna help me. Anyway, the poor guy, he's really stuck in between those two women. And we're ending up at the house that the contractor is building or was building. And everything is set up as a second plot to kill Lily. And at the last second, it's really the other way around. So it's really the contractor killing Miranda, aka Faith, with, well, he's the one killing her with a wrench, smashing her head, but following the advice of Lily. But it's funny because when I was reading this whole part, I was like, it's a bit predictable. That's not I'm just saying, it's a bit predictable that between those two women that it's gonna be who wants to, or who's gonna get to kill the other one first. And then I was like, oh my God, it sounds that we are going in the direction that Lily at least is gonna get hurt, or that it's gonna fall back on her anyway. And you're like, you have two bad people. It's not like one is better than the other. And yet somehow one is less worse than the other. Meaning Lily is not as bad as Miranda, aka Faith. So you're still rooting for Lily in all of this. So she got rid of Lily through the contractor, and she just got rid of the contractor as well. So this is where I am right now. It's kind of a third part where I can only guess the chapter is gonna be one Kimball, the detective, the guy from Boston, and Liddy. I am still curious because there are possibilities that, for instance, the first time that that Liddy is meeting Brad, so the contractor, she's getting inside his truck at night, and I don't remember if she was careful of that she was not touching with her fingers anything of the truck, that she, got rid of the prints, or that there was no fabric or no hair of hers falling down, because it's such the easy thing that can happen, to the point that she cannot be placed. And I wonder, even for the author, Peter Swanson, are we going in that direction, or aren't we not going in that direction? And for the night of the killing of Miranda, aka Faith, and the contractor, yes, she properly wore specific clothes and shoes and tied neatly her hair and wore the cap. She really thought about, so far, she thought about everything. But for the night before, and when she went to the contractor's house the night before to talk about the whole thing, I'd like to see if she got rid of any prints of hers there. I am heading towards the end of it. And yeah, something that I wanted to brought that up, because once again, I don't know if it's the author, so Peter Swanson, or that he just made it that way and to be brought up to the topic of it later. The detective Kimball's, in the chapter I just read, he's looking for the contractor to interrogate him, and he's no way to be seen. The chief of police of the Kennewick, anyway, the coastal city in Maine, where he's supposed to be, they found the woman Polly's name, that apparently it's an on and off relationship that she had with her. She is his alibi, that we know for sure. It was really said that he got out at Cooley's, I think it's a bar, and they drank a lot purposefully. Anyway, even if he's still always drinking, he brought her Polly to his place, and she was so drunk that she fell asleep. She could have not had heard the contractor getting out of the house, and so for her stayed alone, and that he could have gone in Massachusetts and killed Ted, and therefore at least questioning how long does it take to leave the place in Maine and go to the house of Ted in Massachusetts, if he would have had the time to make that happen. Because we know for a fact that it's not because you had drinks with someone and that someone spent the night at your place that you do not have any opportunity to get out without being seen and do something outside and come back. Again, I'm saying that I don't know if it's a choice of Peter Swanson, the author, doesn't say anything right now. It's something that crossed my head right away, that But yeah, well, it doesn't mean anything. It's not because someone says, just like explain it to you. So that at least you would bring that up as a thought that the detective could say that, okay, well, apparently she was, but still, we need to dig more into that alibi. Not sure 100% that he could have had the opportunity to get out of the house and Polly not being aware. It's not that much of a strong alibi. So at least to mention as a thought would make sense. Getting close to the end, the detective has questioned Polly, the woman who's been with Brad, the contractor, the night of the killing of Ted. And when he go back to his note and he said that, why did Molly lie? This is, I found as a reader, even if it's a reread, and like I told you, I don't remember pretty much anything, but as a reader, why do you assume that she's lying about the alibi? Writing, why did Polly lie? It's more like, could she have lied? Is she lying? What are you assuming, that someone is telling the truth or that someone is lying? When you say that someone is lying, this is the first thing that you say. You are already automatically seeing everyone as a guilty person. If you are looking for guiltiness, you're going to find guiltiness because we are guilty for so many things. I don't know how many pages before, but I forgot since, but there was something in the interview when there were all the police, the detective and the sheriff and blah, 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 at the big house where the body of Miranda, aka Faith, has been found. Something has been said. Oh, yes, now, yes, I do remember. I'm so happy that I'm gonna tell you this. Again, as a reader and as an author, but as a reader, because of the position of the body of Miranda, aka Faith, that she had the entry door in her back. So, and I think it's mentioned with the footprints that she entered the house with the key. The angle of her body falling and the angle of having her skull hit it with the wrench indicated that the contractor or whoever else, but most likely the contractor, hit it from the front, coming from the back of the house. One of the questions, the wondering that they were going through was if he had indeed, the contractor, the disposition to kill Miranda, aka Faith, that he might not do it from, anyway, they are just guessing, he might not do it from the entryway, that he wants to surprise her and then he will go on the other side. But they are saying that, but he was looking for some sliding doors to be open. But when I hear all of this, I'm like, hold on a second. He is the contractor for this house. He is always here to work with his team. Don't you think that he has keys to all the doors that he has installed? And if he lets a door open somewhere, or a sliding door open, that he knows exactly all of this? But it's most likely the way that it was said. It's sad that I didn't get it at that time. But anyway, if you are gonna read, or if you read it, just pay attention to this, because it's like, he's the contractor. Of course, he has the keys of the house. The way that Peter Swanson wrote it in the whole wandering of the police, because he didn't come up, and it was that time at the house when they were observing and looking for clues. It was the exact time to remind or to say that he is the contractor. He obviously has the key. So if he wants her to open the door, it's not because he doesn't have the key. It's most likely because there is some reason behind. This is something, an element that wasn't said by any of the detective or the police or the sheriff. It was always like, why didn't he open the door? Maybe he didn't have the key. He's a fucking contractor. He has the key of the everywhere of the house. This is where I am now that the detective Kimball from Boston, he is going back through his note. Like I said, he sees everyone as guilty. And then he's going back to the name of Lily. Obviously, it was made it happen purposefully from the author, Peter Swanson, that Ted parked at the place and didn't pay to get a ticket parking. So we can trace him back there. So now he's going back again after her because obviously right away he said that why did she lie? I mean, everyone, when there is a crime investigation, they are all lying, purposefully or not, because it is so stressful and scary situation that unintentionally you gonna omit to say something and you're gonna lie. So it's not anyway. But this Kimball sees the devil everywhere. But something else that I wanted to bring that up with Lily, something completely stupid. I mean, and she's anything but stupid. It seems that every time that she wants to get rid of someone, a living being, she always hide their body in the same place. Not very original. And it's almost getting like putting a sign up there and say that bodies hidden here, bodies hidden here. She put all of the corpse inside the well in her parents' place. And she's going back, she's driving with the dead body of the contractor in his truck. Yes, she's careful when she's driving of not exceeding the speed limit, but you never know that a camera might guide you or whoever that you might be seeing. Even when you are extremely careful, there's always a chance of something. But she's driving back to her home place. If she's been seen with his truck, with his name on the side, it's the obvious questions. Why are you driving his truck? And why were you driving his truck in your place? But beyond this, it's just that can't you get rid of the body elsewhere? There are way better ways if you want the knife to turn back again to her at the very end, and that despite everything that she will be caught. And like I said, that she is very smart, so I cannot believe that she would be stupid like this at getting rid of the body always in the same place. Plus, it's been 10 years that she went to the house. And she doesn't have really long or deep conversation with her mother who's still living there. Like, does she plan to sell the house? Does she plan to sell part of the land where the well is? She doesn't even know if this is still part of the family or if it will be lost. If someone is purchasing the land, what is going to happen? Is going to find, I don't know how many corpses that has been hidden in the well. This is, in so many ways, this is stupid. And again, you can say, well, this is the way that the author wanted it to be. Obviously, the character for Lily Kaitner as someone who is very smart from a young age at strategically speaking, at doing things. And that's why I'm saying that this is so stupid. Quickly, something else that I forgot to mention. When she got rid of the contractor's vehicle, what surprised me, but not in the right way. Again, I think that it's contradicting the creation and the smart, wise side of the character of Lily, is that she immediately, or even at the house, when she killed the contractor, she said that I did it. I did it and nobody knew. I got away with murder. It's like she doesn't even wait that the police, its official investigation, to say that, yes, indeed, you got away with murder, because so far it's just few hours. You cannot say that you got away. And that is so stupid, weak, dumb to think like this. I don't even remember that she had that kind of thought in London when she killed her ex-boyfriend. Kimball the detective is obsessed with Lily, not necessarily because he still thinks that she's hiding something, but he is obsessive about her as a romantic or a possible love with her. Mostly fulfilled by the fact that he loves her father, but as a writer for all the books that he read. And it really feels like there is some kind of a fetish situation that because she's the daughter of the writer that he loves and dating her, it's obviously very unhealthy. And he has started to follow her everywhere. It's not part of the investigation. And most of the following that he's doing, his partner doesn't even know that it's happening. He even stays sleeping not far from her house and he's looking through the windows. He's really obsessively. 10 pages left. Lily is killing him. What I was thinking that would have been smart, again, that word. But you're going to understand why I said that it would have been smart. If you really want to make her getting away with murder and to get off the hook, I would have made Lily go to the police station and say that he has a sick love, whatever you want, towards her, and that he's following her everywhere, that is, am I a suspect of what is happening? Are you even aware? I thought it was over. I would have placed it that way rather than killing him. Who doesn't know that when one cop is killed, like, all of them are going to go after whoever did it. There's always this revenge. And the first one is always going to be the partner. So she will definitely go after Lily. So she just stabbed him from the ribs to the heart. So definitely kill him. When I read that, I was like, how are you going to make the body disappear? Are you maybe going to put it in the well? Once again, I know that this is the tension apparently of the author of Peter Swanson, but there is this opposition of creating a character that is smart and acting as stupid as this. Because after what I told you a few minutes ago about not being original for the body of the contractor and put it in the well, that she could have done something else. So it's written later that if the initial plan would have worked of killing Miranda, aka Faith, and the contractor, so if Ted would have been alive and he would have done it, the contractor was anyway the target, like to put all the blames on him, and they would have made his body disappear as well. But she mentioned that she had planned for that, to lost him in the ocean. So at least it was a different place. And I'm telling you that she's gonna do the same shit with the body of the cops in the well as well. That's so stupidly original. But the first thing is just to kill him. But obviously, this is what Peter Swanson wanted to create. Somehow, there is a part that you want Lily to get away with it. She definitely has a temper that goes straight to killing instead of doing other things. Okay, it's finished. The Kind Worth Killing. I didn't completely, I kind of remembered some part of the end, but it wasn't completely. It's an interesting one, especially knowing because there is the Kind Worth Saving, which I'm not sure that if it's a follow-up to this one or part of it. Like, I don't know, I will see, because I will take you along for the reading. And The Kind Worth Saving from Peter Swanson, I haven't read it. Lily is in trouble. She indeed knew that he was the detective following her in a few different spaces. She didn't see the everything, but I would have opted for the options that she would bring that element to the police to get rid of him that way. So she's not implicating herself more into anything else. For the stabbing of the cop, because he was following her, so it's kind of a, anyway, in an arrangement, she's going to a psychiatric hospital. So she is getting away with it. But again, like I remembered, the well is part of the land that is not one from her parents. So that I didn't remember. But anyway, it's the same thing at the end of the day. That land has been sold, and the new owner, he is bulldozing whatever to build some stuff, and it's gonna be in the area of the well, meaning that they gonna find the bodies, and obviously it's gonna come back into her face. Bottom line, my impressions after all of this time, since it's a reread, I think I can put like 4.7, 4.8, because I really honestly don't think that it's a 5 like the first time. It holds time. And just like for the video of the Firebird series, I haven't rewatched the first initial video that I did, the review for the book. So I really do not remember what I said. Maybe it's the same thing that I did with what I thought that I would have done, written, created differently. That's obviously a difference of opinion of where do you want to go, where do you want to take the character or not. Maybe if the book, The Kind Worth Saving, is a follow-up of that story, it would show a difference but I mean, the continuity into the creation of the character of Lily that wasn't really into that one. But I still think that there is some inconsistency with the way that he created the character, at least until she was at her young 20s. And by the time that we have the affair, the whole affair between the contractor, Miranda, aka Faith, and Ted, and how she handles everything, it's still a good one. This is still something that I would recommend. If you want to see something else, if you want to root, or you are curious if you can root for the villain, but it's kind of a villain. It's not really a full villain, because if you have to be quite honest, I would say that the real villain technically is Miranda, aka Faith. She is a different kind of villain. It's not even a good villain, but anyway, it's the way that you want to see things. It's touchy one, but yeah, it's just obviously emotionally and mentally there are some stuff that needs to be dealt with for her to see life, to see people, and to understand, to have her lessons, which she obviously never got the lessons. I'm going to make a separate video for the second. Anyway, I do not have it in paper format. It's going to be a digital one. And I will see if there is anything related to the first story. What is it exactly? I really go blind. I will take you along and we will see how it goes. So thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know, especially if you read it before, have you reread it again as well? What was your opinion the second time or the third time maybe around? And if it's going to be the first time for you to read The Kind Worth Killing, what is your opinion? Do you think that she shouldn't get away, Lily, or away with all of what is happening, or that somehow it is fair that she should? It's very intriguing. And see you next time.